Let's get started in an easy pose today and begin to center ourselves by coming into the present moment. So let's just close our eyes and begin to breathe in and out, focusing on your breath. And we'll reach our arms up to the sky. Inhale. Great. And then exhale, hands to heart. And then we'll just do a side stretch to one side here, keeping both hips on the mat. Great. And just looking up to the sky, and then we'll just switch sides. That other arm will come up over the head and bending as far as feels comfortable. You can rest that bottom elbow on the ground if your flexibility allows. Great, and then we will just come into a child's pose. So here we're just going to release any abdominal constriction and just kind of stimulate our digestive fire. You can also place your hands on your stomach in between your legs and belly if you'd like to add some compression, just to further stimulate that digestive fire. Alright, and then we will come into our first down dog, and then just pedal the legs as we warm up the back of our hamstrings there and our calves, and just moving however feels good in your body. You can go as slow or as fast as you like, and then just pressing your heels into the ground and then lifting that right leg up to the sky. We're going to do knee to chest. You can go as fast or as slow as you wish. So we'll inhale, leg comes up, exhale, knees to chest, inhale, exhale, really firing up that abdominals and digestive system here. Great, inhale and exhale, inhale, and great. You can put your foot back down into downward facing dog. And then we will come down into our dolphin pose. So you're going to rest your forearms onto the mat. And if you are really tight in those calves, you might not be able to place the heels on the mat, and that's okay. But this pose is really great because it's helping us drain toxins and excess mucus from our lungs and sinuses. Great, and then we'll come into a side plank here, and you can leave that bottom knee on the mat, or you can extend both feet out. Doing this makes it quite a bit easier, and then we're just going to stretch that arm up to the sky, squeezing towards the body, really engaging those oblique muscles. Inhale and exhale. And then let's just lift the leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great, and then put it back down, and then we'll do side bend, just really reaching that top left arm overhead, feeling a nice stretch in the side of our body here. Just taking some nice deep breaths in and out. Great, and then we will come into our down dog again. Again, getting a nice stretch in our hamstrings and calves. Just take some centering breaths here. Great, and then we will walk to the top of our mat into standing forward fold. Just releasing into this pose here. up, arms overhead, inhale, exhale, hands to heart, and then inhale, arms overhead, exhale, forward fold, and then we'll go halfway, and then we'll step back into plank, and then you can go knees, chest, chin into chaturanga, lifting up into upward facing dog. Inhale and then exhale, downward facing dog. Excellent. So we'll just take a couple breaths here. Really releasing the lower half of our body. And then we're going to come back into that dolphin pose. So we're just draining excess toxins and firing up that upper body. This is also a really great strengthening exercise for your upper body. So just inhale and exhale, really feeling the challenge of this pose here. You've got it. All right, and then we can bend the knees onto the mat, and then we'll just switch sides, and we're going to do that side plank on the other side, and then we'll just bring that arm overhead, twisting towards the body, really engaging the obliques here. So we're inhaling up and then exhaling, squeezing, really stretching, inhaling up and then exhaling, squeezing. Great. Inhaling up, and then we'll just lift that leg, do some leg lifts, engaging that core and the glutes. Great. And then we'll reach that arm overhead into a side stretch. So just really taking some deep breaths into this side stretch here, opening up the side of our body. And just breathing in and out. Great. All right, so we are going to come into a seated position on our mat now. And then we will stretch our legs out on the mat on either side. And then you can bend one knee and place the foot on the inside of the thigh. And then that elbow will touch the inside of your thigh, and then you're going to stretch over. So you're reaching over towards your right foot, reaching towards those toes. Just making sure that you're not compromising quality here, making sure both of your sits bones are firmly planted on the mat. And just breathing in and out to this abdominal compression here. It's another great detoxifying pose. Really helps to open up the chest and lungs here. Wonderful. And then you can come back up, and then we'll just switch sides. So that other elbow will come down along the leg and lifting that arm over your head. This is revolved seated angle pose. It helps to open up our chest and heart chakra. And it also helps to release mucus and congestion. So let's just take some nice deep cleansing breaths here. You're doing great. Just one more breath. And coming up, and then we'll just stretch both of those legs out, and we'll do a seated straddle pose. Just walking your hands forward. If you can come on your elbows, that's great. Just come as far as is comfortable for you. And then just take some deep releasing breaths. And we're just releasing any negativity that we've stored in our hips. Just letting it all go, forgiving, and just living in the present moment. Just thinking about breathing into those tight areas that you're feeling in that hip area, hip flexors. And after some time, you may feel that you can come down a little bit further as your body is releasing into this pose and letting go. Great, so we'll come back up here. And then we're going to come into cow face pose. So both of our knees are bent and one knee is stacked on top of the other. And then we'll bring our left arm up and over it, and we're twisting to the left here. Great, so you're twisting to the opposite side of that top leg, whichever side you chose. And we're twisting through the abdomen here. Just looking over that left shoulder, making sure that we're also keeping both buttocks on the ground. Great, and then we'll just switch sides. So the other knee will come on top, and then we will switch to the opposite side, towards that right side. Really compressing our abdominal muscles and all the organs in there, bringing blood flow to the area. Just inhaling and exhaling. Great, and then one last breath, and then we'll come back to center, and then we'll just come onto our backs on the mat here. And then we're just gonna come into a bridge pose. Scratch that. We're going to do plow pose. So bringing our feet up over our head. If you cannot touch the floor, that is okay. Just meet your body wherever it's at. Sometimes I like to use a wall or a block on the ground in front of my head. And then just using our hands to prop our body up and use it as a support here. So this pose really activates digestion, and it's helping with constipation. And then we're going to go into a shoulder stand here. So we'll just raise our arms up straight. We're trying to get into a straight line here. Again, we're using our hands as a prop to help our body go straight up as a support here. Great, and then we will just windshield wipe that out, just releasing any tension in the hips and low back there. And then we'll just bring the knee into the chest here. And then we're going to do a spinal twist. So that left knee comes over the right side of our body and our left arm. We're looking out at the left arm, keeping both shoulders on the mat. Getting a nice massage here in our abdominal organs. Really effective for our digestive system. Great, and then we'll bring that knee in, and then we'll just switch knees, bringing that right knee in, and then across the body towards the left, and then we're just looking Out at that right arm. Making sure we're not pressing too hard, being gentle on the spine. Here we're just bringing fresh blood to all the abdominal parts. And this helps ensure good blood flow to your organs, which is also great for detoxifying. Alright, just keep breathing in and out. Breathing in and bringing that knee to the chest, and then we'll just go into our final pose, Shavasana. Alright, and let's just let our breath follow its natural cycle. And on our inhalation, let's experience expansion and openness of the body. And on our exhale, let's feel our body relax and just enjoying a peaceful moment. And every time we exhale, we're relaxing and letting go of the tension in our muscles a little bit more. Just allow yourself to completely let go, melting into the earth and just trusting that surface beneath you. And then just thank your body for these detoxing poses you just completed. And just know that you just did so much good for your body. Alright, so one last breath, and then you can roll to your side and then meet me in a seated position in the middle of your mat. And we'll inhale, looking up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale and exhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you next time.